May the light keep
Zeros against
Oxygen-rich
Necro Midwing.
atmosphere, giant testicle monsters.
He's a stick.
We'll be fine.
I think that's pretty decent actually. I kind of like this item build. It's nice. Stats are good. Quelling Blade's nice. Acquired. Versus got such crappy base damage. It's crazy. Tangos probably need more regen at some point. We'll see if he flies that out. All those items are fine. You don't save for volatile and mid-coddles. You just buy stats and last hit. These are pretty normal starting items for Ogre. For Lycan, this is pretty normal. Rubik has a Ring of Protection. That seems bad. Level 30 Rubik player, so I guess why first big edge. This guy plays. I guess because he's thinking about trading with like a Wind Ranger? Wind Ranger 5?
It's not.
And it's just a weird. I'd rather just. There's just a lot of gold for 2 armor. I'd rather just be a salve. It's like, what does this build into that Rubik wants to buy? Buying Vlads on your Rubik? No. I like him. Like, I don't know. This is weird.
Look at this game. It just started, baby.
A lot of health regen on Wind Ranger. This is kind of nice. This is kind of the build, and then you just harass. Although he is going to be susceptible to wolves running at him. It's going to be annoying for him, but otherwise, the point of this is you just click them a lot. Chuck's items are okay. He's going to go a Wraith Band. I'm just not a big Wraith Band enjoyer. So I think he could have bought a second Iron Fist, so I don't know why he did it. It's weird. So he blocks this into tower. I'm not really sure what the point of that was. If that was intentional. You shouldn't be like that afraid to lane against Lycan level 1. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. It doesn't matter what the matchup is on paper. You just grief your own lane to start off with. What's going on over here? Dire block the big camp. Wick Raider's gonna body block, even though he's sentry blocked. This is good, because then eventually you won't be able to get over here, but your sentry will still have it blocked. So we start with 2 sentries, it looks like. Steve Ward. It's good support play. And somehow the lane got really pulled back in this lane already. Same with this lane. So this is good. Both offlaners are kind of in an advantageous position. CS, I guess. Last hitting on Necros, not so hot. So in that position, the Wake Rider could look to, like when they had 4 creeps and this one was dying and Ursa was just hanging out here, like he'd be looking to like throw a W out on Ursa. I think they just try and deny this ward, which is important, but it's important to be on the same page as your core. Nice bushwhack. Zero's gonna die maybe. No, he's not gonna die. Bush is too far. Got a salve on both supports, so Core should heal up to full here. Just gotta be careful. You've gotta be really careful that Acorn Shot doesn't cancel. Yeah, and it gets canceled. Nice play by the Hoodwink. He's the, this guy's a techies player. He will attempt to grief you in whatever way possible. That's like his whole Dota mentality. You just grief the other person. Or sometimes his own teammate. For funsies. What's going on down here? We finished the Wraith Bands. I feel like a stick would be okay here. Going phase is good. Lycan just rushing Lycan items. So seems like Rue is not. He doesn't want to hit this guy enough, but I think he should, because he should look at the regen and realize this guy's got 1 tango left. And you've got 4 tangles in a salve, so it's like okay if you don't like win every single trade. Ooh, the Fairy Fire. Oh, he's gonna die anyways. Okay, if the Necro just ran away there and then Fairy Fired, he actually would have died. Display. Double kill.
Thanks for playing Dota 2.
And if he can keep this outside the tower, it's really, really important.
On account of not dying like we
Nice, well played. Yeah, this is super important, keeping the lane back. This just makes Ursa's life super hard now. Ursa, stick raindrop. That's decent against what you're facing. probably just a little bit of a lack of aggression up here to punish like when like the Hoodwink was over here. Like at a certain point you just run at the Necro. Now the Necro's level 3 and back at lane with full health and resources is actually a really hard lane, and this makes his 10th pick Ursa or whatever pick number, whatever the last pick of the game. Makes it not look so hot. 6-1 to 13-3. You're like, well, you picked Ursa and a Necro. Red's a little bit out of position here. It's actually not too bad. You want to prevent them from pulling. So if they're just both going to stand there and not be contesting a lane, that's not a big deal. Alright, so we've used the salve on Wind Ranger. Rubik has no regen left, so just getting a nice pull off to fix the lane equilibrium is really good. Got boots on Jug. Not a lot of CS though. CS for both carries is pretty bad. And for the offlaners it is pretty good. Yeah, they just can't really kill this Necro anymore. This Necro does need a wand. Nice W. He needs to salve up too. Oh, he could die right now. He's being very, very aggressive when he has both of his spells on cooldown. Yeah, so this is just not punishing on the other team. Like, this guy's spells came off cooldown like 5 seconds ago. And this guy still doesn't have his W, and they're just not punishing. So now they are. It's a nice disengage or whatever by Hoodwink. But see, they could have just punished that aggression, and just low MMR players like don't see these small windows where they can punish. Got a kill on the Rubik. Very nice. Return kill. Actually, this trade as a whole is probably just favoring the Dire. Because now Jug has no resources. If the Wind Ranger can bring a salve back for Jug, that's good. This guy needs to drop his healing ward. There's no reason not to. If you need to buy a Mango or a Clarity, you can. He is bringing back a salve and the Blaze of Attack. It's not too bad. You should drop your Wraith Band into your stash. Your Iron Branch, just to take more advantage of the salve and net you an extra 30 or 40 HP. The Bounty Rune Heist happens. What's happening mid? They're both farming. Coddle's farming more because he's Coddle. DK has 8 denies, Coddle has 0. Coddle's like, I don't give a fuck. Let's see, net worth? Yeah, Coddle's just like, I don't care, you deny me, bro. I'm just gonna last it. The small camp over and over. And kill the waves comes to the tower. This guy went 1 null, boots, he's going travels, and he sees a Dagon kind of guy. I think it would be a pretty good Vessel game. They have a Necro, but to me it seems like most Coddle mid players I come across are pretty one-dimensional. Like there's a couple different versions of the Coddle mid build, but all Coddle mids that I see only do one of them. There's the Dagon build, there's like the whatever build, the Urn Spirit Vessel build. So DK left his lane to come top. He's got a Midas. So I guess he was looking for a gank. Didn't find one. I like the early Midas, actually, with Ursa's game being pretty hard.
Ooh, Dire, you gotta fortify them, their structures. Good work.
I think he'll have a little bit of space to use it, and it helps this hero scale. Like, DK with items scales, and if you don't have items, then yeah, just game feels really bad. So this Jug's actually out-leveling the Lycan, which is interesting to me. Because Lycan's last hits, he has 14 denies, so Jug's 1? So I'm not really sure what happened here. Maybe Lycan had to go back to base and I missed it? Or Rubik's just sapping like every piece of XP imaginable? He's got way more XP than Wind Ranger. And the Wind Ranger got XP for this Rubik kill. So actually the Rubik's just been sapping everything. That's why there's this level disparity. Wind Ranger's been letting the Jug have a little bit more solo XP. In this lane, it's not a huge difference. Like, neither one of them really threaten the other with their 6. So DK again looking for a gank with an Invis rune. I feel like this is just not happening. I mean, maybe they find the Rubik, but the lane's all pushed in like this. you're not gonna find much. So DK's just not like kind of a ganker hero, you know. It's just like there. This Necro really needs a wand. Holy shit, dude. Buy a wand. Please buy a wand. Oh my goodness. Ranger's got a wand. Jug needs a wand. I would have bought at least stick and eventually wand, but you need a wand as Jug. Lycan doesn't need a wand. Kato doesn't need a wand. DK could get a wand, but if he doesn't have bottles. Oh, is he going late bottle? He's got a bottle queued up now. It's kind of weird. He doesn't need a wand with DK. So yeah, pretty much just this Necro is kind of griefing by not getting a wand. If you have wand, you just actually have mana to Reaper Scythe. Also, like, to have your ult up to be level 6 and not have enough mana to use it is just really, really bad. So, like, this guy could just fly himself 2 mangoes right now, and he'd be infinitely stronger than he is right now. And honestly, if you're the support and you see your core like this, like, I just buy him 2 mangoes just so he's not a useless piece of shit. Because this guy can't even Q. Like, he wants to Q, and he's like, if I Q, I won't have enough mana to use my ult. So then he doesn't even Q. Just makes you, like, just... Ugh. Ugh. Just buy a wand, dude. And then maybe, like, a mango or, like, a clarity. The hood is okay. It's good against Caudle, so I like the hood. You just need the wand. So he is gonna Q. No, he's just not gonna Q. Sad. He's baiting. Okay, that was nice. They killed the... I think Zero could have like cut this tree down if he'd been paying attention and been on top of it. Let's get a kill on the Rubik, but the Wind Ranger's dying. Uh-oh, Joe cannot fight this. Gotta drop your healing word, bro. There you go. Grab the healing ward, baits the TP, and then cancels the TP. I think that's fine, actually. You don't actually want to go down there, Hoodwink, if you don't have to. So I made the Lycan run away. So I think that was a good TP cancel. Shocker, Wake Rider's playing well. I wouldn't have believed it. Caudle's gonna have his Dagon very soon. And Necro leaves the lane. Yeah, I don't like this on Necro. When you're strong, and you got a lot of net worth, you want to just continue playing up here and deny this area, and you can actually just jungle on this hero. Just like buy 1 or 2 clarities, and then you just jungle with your Heartstopper, and it's like kind of enough regen. You just jungle these camps, and then you shove this lane all the way into their tower, and then you just jungle these camps. Rinse and repeat. And now he's got ults and his team's fighting up here, and you're a Necro, and you don't want to walk. It's slow as hell. Steak is actually just going to beat. And Jug died bottom, which is totally separate. How did it even happen? This guy didn't ult. I don't know what happened there. Holy moly. Shouldn't have happened. So yeah, I think this Necro's just not going to buy a wand, and I'm going to be getting triggered by it all game. We'll have to see. But if at 30 minutes this guy doesn't have a wand in his inventory, I'm going to be so fucking sad. So they're looking to pressure this tower. They got Healing Ward, they got DK. This is pretty aggressive by the Jug. Space to get the tower. Rubik on the side with the stolen power shot. Kills the Hoodwink. So, Team Zamo should be looking to chill here, I think. Okay, they're gonna kill this guy. But yeah, Zamo just needs to go hit creeps. You're low HP. Like, he's got his ult, but like, you really just want to hit creeps. Wake Rider's asking me for advice while he's dead on how to tank up on a hero with 800 HP. Can't talk to him during the game. That'd be cheating. So you don't really tank up on Hoodwink. I mean, he could buy like a Glimmer. It's got multiple problems though. It's got the magic damage from the Caudle Rubik, and then he's got the physical from the Ursa Lycan. So it probably needs to look to go something like Glimmer and then Ghost Scepter. Maybe a Yule's. Seems good. so Jug's finally farming. And yeah, so I don't like the way they've set themselves up on the map as Radiance. Okay, they're chasing this Ursa. This is just not happening. I don't understand. There's just no damage here. Wind Ranger is not a high damage support. It's more of a control support. Like Hoodwink is kind of your damage support with the ults. So if Hoodwink's not there, you're just not making the play. So DK can sit mid and like de-push this wave, and he's not that good at ganking before he gets Blink anyways, and he's got a Midas, so he wants to farm anyways. And he just jungle that effectively, so it makes most sense to have DK sitting mid. Wow, Necro also got a Midas. These guys just are saying, fuck you, Lycan and Coddle. We don't care if you're going to push us early, we're just going to buy Midas. Is this guy just not using his Midas? What is happening? What is he doing? Alright, it's the Bush Bear cam. Let's see when he uses Midas. But yeah, if you have Necro play the top area of the map, he denies it to the opponent while being very hard to kill? Oh no, he's gonna die without having used his Midas. And he didn't use his hood. Probably shouldn't press W when you're dying to magical damage either. Yeah, this Necro, man. I'm a Necro player, so this is triggering me. Rip. Buy back on the Necro. Well, at least he used his Midas. He's gonna die again. He's actually just gonna die. Oh my god. This is ugly. Coddle's looking. He's like, I want to kill this Necro. Oh! Okay. Alright. Unfortunate. Didn't get the bounces. Everybody's chasing different heroes. Coddle's running away. Yeah, Dyer's looking real good right now. Cancel with the ults? Oh, okay. They double used it, but this guy should die. Oh, he doesn't have mana! He doesn't have mana! Buy a fucking wand, dude. Holy shit, dude. You'd have mana for these spells if you had a wand. I'm just gonna say that over and over.
Caught you in your stubbies, did we?
Jug did go back for a wand. Good job, Jug. So Coddle dying there's not great for him. He's very far ahead. We can go to net worth. So that's a pretty big death. Is that like combined total of like almost 700 gold for the Radiant team? That's pretty good. Nice D-ward. I like this. I like this guy's going shard. He just needs a wand. And maybe like a raindrop would be really good. It's still worth buying raindrop even if you have a hood. Ursa's getting a very slow defusal. So in games like this where you're like really behind on Ursa, I usually don't like going defusal because like this build is best for early aggression, and I mean by the time he gets it, it's not going to be early. But because he's got a Coddle Lycan who just want to run around and kill shit, it kind of like lets him do that versus just like take even more time to like AFK farm like a Battle Fury or something. So Lycan hits his helm with the Overlord timing. I think that's kind of a mistake this patch. I think you just leave it at Helm Dom and then you go Wraith Pact because the item's mega busted. Is anybody queuing up Wraith Pact on the Radiant? No. That's disappointing. Just buy Wraith Pact and win the game, boys. Either team, just buy the Wraith Pact. What's happening? Is the smoke happening? A smoke's happening. Ursa's not in the smoke. I don't hate this. Nobody's pushing in this top lane. It's not pushing all the way, so they're going for a smoke. They're just going in a weird spot. I say it's a weird spot because they didn't see like their map wasn't set up that well for a smoke, and they hadn't seen anybody on the other team for a long time. We haven't seen anybody on the other team for a long time. The odds that somebody's like still here and they're not doing something else is like pretty low. So Lycan ulted. They're gonna kill this Necro again. This will be a dieback. Minus on cooldown. Fucking rip. Yikes, dude. So when Lycan's ulted, I mean, they just run at you forever. And this is why getting the Ursa on Diffusal is okay, because this is just going to happen. Although he still doesn't have it, so he's still back farming. Oh no! What is Jug doing here? Oh my goodness. When your team's dead and you're the carry, you need to be like, have fucked off and be farming like as far away as humanly possible from the engagement. Like the fact that he's dying here, like 20, 30 seconds after Necro died here, is just bad carry play. No way to sugarcoat that. So we're trying to D-push. First, get a free solo Roche. So Dire's in commanding lead of this game to me. Just this strategy works so well in RD2L. Like just group up and run at them, and people just don't react properly. I mean, honestly, I played in Lads for a couple games this season, and a team did this to us, and we just lost. Even in Immortal Leagues, it works very well. You just fucking run at them. So they got Aegis. They did lose the Rubik. It's not a big deal. Dire's kind of just waiting for Lycan ult again, and then it's going to be time to go. I don't know what this Jug's doing. I guess because, well, so Lycan's ult is on cooldown. So this is actually a decent attempt. Ooh, and they get him with the Hoodwink snipe. Well played. I actually do like that because Lycan's ult was on cooldown. But this Jug is just super underfarmed. I mean, so is the Ursa, but Ursa's team is going to carry him this game, basically. Whereas Jug, your team, this game, is not really going to carry you. DK getting picked off. Yeah, that's a problem with the Midas, is it just does delay the BKB timing, which is super important on DK. Yep, and they just get killed by this Caudle just dumping damage out. Wards, these wards are pretty good, although they aren't obvious spots. I feel like the supports could be doing a little bit better of a job de-warding. He's trying to get away. Ooh, the stolen Gale Force. That's pretty funny. It's a good spell to steal. Yeah, and this Ursa just mans up on this Jug, so when they're even net worth, or even the Jug's a little ahead, the Jug is scared. So that is why it was a good Ursa pick, because Ursa vs. Jug sucks for Jug.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So honestly, it feels like they kind of need a BKB on DK and a wand on Necro. Trollolol. And, you know, then they'd be in this game, but without a wand on Necro, Radiant's just going to lose. And here comes the high ground push. So they don't have time for a wand on DK. Or, sorry, a BKB on DK. Has Necro Midas lately? Yes, that's good. Nice D-board. So this is another RD2L pitfall, is throwing going high ground. And usually these games don't reverse, but you know, you could still get wiped pretty easily on Dire here if you fuck up. Ooh, so they go find the Necro. I kind of like this. This guy doesn't have a TP. I don't know what he's doing. The fact that he was up here without a TP for 30 seconds while the enemy's showing here was weird. And then, yeah, that was a nice rotation. And they're trying to get this Ogre, but I don't even think they're going to get him. I mean, who kills him? Well played. Nice. Hit him with the stun and the slow. Ooh, and the Tumbler's Toy. This DK can't even blink. So that was well played from Dire. I think you just, even if they didn't kill the Necro, I think not going high ground here was fine. And just going to kill the other tier 2 and taking control of the rest of the map is fine. And your Aegis, you still got time. Jug's going to Shard. That's fine. That's good. DK is hanging out down here. This is very bad. When you see the other team like show down here to like be aggressive, and you don't want to fight them? Because, like, you don't want to fight them, right? Like, they've got Aegis, you don't have BKB, you don't have ult on you. You don't really want to fight them here. I mean, I do not see how this is going to go that well. Ults? Necro ults on Caudle? No? Holy shit. Alright, well, if Necro had ulted Caudle there, that would have been pretty sick. And he doesn't have mana. Buy a fucking wand, boys. I mean, that was like the third or fourth time this game where this guy doesn't have mana? It's because he doesn't have a wand. I really just can't overemphasize how important it is to have a wand. That almost worked, even though it shouldn't have, because if the Necro had gotten his ult off on the Caudle, I think he was just out of range. Well, I don't think he was with the cast range talent. Maybe he just wasn't clicking his buttons fast enough, or just didn't see it soon enough, or there were a lot of units, maybe he just couldn't click the right one. But if that had worked, that fight would have gone okay. So I don't think they would have, like, quote-unquote won, but it would have been good, and the Dire wouldn't have been able to, like, do a lot after with Caudle dead. So here I'm not really sure what they're waiting for. I guess Lycan ult. I feel like they don't need Lycan ult to, like, go high ground, especially when Necro ulti's on cooldown and Jug Omni Slash is on cooldown. But I guess you can always just increase your gold lead. I did get a Glimmer. That's good. Falcon Blade I don't think you need. I think on pause 4 it just doesn't make any sense. If you're having like a really good game and it's like accelerating you and making you more of a threat, it's good. Picking it up later is not good. If you really need HP, just buy the fluffy hat and leave it that way. This is a nice pick off though. Very nice. They didn't even have a ward for that. It's interesting. I feel like that was just unlucky more than like a mistake on Caudle's part. Ooh, nice TP as well. Well, that was a nice pick off. This... What is Necro doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's killing who here, actually? Uh-oh! Ult? Yeah, debated. Ursa Enrage is good ability. Yeah, that almost worked. I will say I don't think the outcome would have been different if he had a wand, so, you know. There's that. Jug has had 0 item progression besides a shard in the last 15 minutes. Feels bad. Is DK gonna get his BKB? He's still pretty far away. He's still like 1,000. These two items together cost like 3,000 gold. 3,050, so he's still 700 gold away. I guess he's slowly getting there. He doesn't even have the shard. This game's just gone too fast with this double Midas. Necro's Midas off cooldown again. Rip. This Eternal Shroud, by the way, I don't understand at all. I think this item build is atrocious. The hood was fine. Having 2 open item slots? Ugh. Ugh. Not a thing. Alright, Jug gets out. It's good. Pretty soon. Well, maybe not quite yet. I was gonna say, one day this guy gets a Basher. This is why Lycan was not a particularly good pick here. Nice TP. Because you just don't actually, like, catch a lot of these heroes. You can see the DK marking a split push. That is good. As long as Necro has a TP up, it is okay that he's down here doing this. So, Radiant's doing the best they can to drag it out. The lead's decreased by 2k, so, you know. Midas split push gaming. So, I think they just wait for the next Roche to be up. And then look to push high ground. I think they are a little bit too scared to push high ground, and I don't mean to do it now. But they could have done it earlier, like after that fight. Where they won it. Supports are like kind of posturing, but they don't have any cores to back them up. So here you should know that they're going to go for Roche. And you should just try and split push and dodge. So like somebody should be pushing this out. And they don't know there's a ward here, but I'd be like trying to get this out as much as possible. And you can even look to make a play over here. Like if one of the supports wanders over here, and then you find like a solo Rubik, like these are the kinds of plays you can make away from where the primary objective is that the other team wants. So like this kind of play right here is good. It's not quite gonna work. Ooh, maybe it is. It did work, but now he doesn't have a TP. He had to spin. Well, that's obviously not worth. It was an interesting attempt. It's a nice TP. Not a lot of ways to stop TPs. Oh, doesn't have a TP, so he couldn't join. They spy the ogre. Oh. Nice. Uh-oh, the rest of the team's showing up. Yeah, you gotta get the heck out of here. Uh-oh. BKB-TP? Yeah. Oh, he's gonna die anyways. Feels bad. Another reason why Ursa was a good pick. Boots of Travel. Wow, man. I really just cannot. This item. Oh, man. This is like 2,000 gold when you know they're going to be pushing high ground soon. That doesn't help you at all when they go to push high ground. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, well, Death Seeker. What is he doing? Why is he not using his Death Seeker? He's actually just going for this kill here. He's actually, if he gets it off, Rubik's going to steal it. He should let him ult him, actually, so that Rubik can steal it. That would be the 5-head play. Midas? No? Yeah, this Boots of Travel I really hate. Okay, what would I buy as Necro in this game? Maybe a Halberd? Maybe a Yules? For the Urshas and Rage. It's a really good item against him. Maybe even a Force Staff, I think is good. To, like, get away from the Lycan or the Ursa. A Wraith Pact? A Wraith Pact would be really good because the item's busted. Not Eternal Shroud, not Boots of Travel. Midas is greedy, but whatever. He wasn't having a particularly good game when he picked up the Midas. And he picked up Nature. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm just not sure what this Necro thinks his job is in the game. Also, when he TPs the base and he lives, and you've got Boots of Travel, since you bought it, you should immediately run back over here and do it again. Right? Like the other team, unless you actually see them running down this lane, the other team from being here is going to run back to the middle, and then there's going to be nobody down here, which there wasn't until this Coddle TP down here. So if you're going to play like this... Ooh, they get a pick off on the Ogre while the Coddle's not here. Wow, Lycan and Coddle are both showing. This is a very good opportunity for the Radiant, and a huge throw by Dire. Necro's holding his ult. The Aegis, nice. This is good. Killing the other supports, very good. Lycan's showing up, but this is... Oh, that was a bad ult. Oh no, they've split up. Okay, they killed a Lycan. Alright, they split up, but nobody died on their side because of it. Wow, big throw going on by Dire. So you can't do that. You can't be in their triangle and show a core in this lane and show a core in this lane. Like, if the other team is at all coordinated, they will see what you're doing and punish it. So you just can't show heroes in like 3 lanes and be in their triangle. It's not how DotA works. Like, if you really need to push out top, like, you can send Wolves up there on Lycan. But, like, you can't just show your hero. Like, you gotta be closer to your team there. Interesting fight. Wow. Yeah, that was a mistake. You still got 2 heroes dead. Or 1 hero dead. Your other heroes were, like, respawning. They weren't there. Like, you can't defend your high ground when your team's not there with you. So that was just a weird attempt by the Ursa. Dire should have just been splitting up and doing what Radiant have been doing, right? Like, you're behind, even temporarily. Like, you're still 7k ahead, but they were still behind. And taking this smoke, it's an interesting attempt. Nice scout out of the smoke by the Hoodwink. I think that death is okay. He scouted that first team. Nobody on his team dies. I think this Necro TPing away is weird. Just Death Pact and Q this and then TP away. And push the wave in. Never TP away from a wave. Like he saw there was like 4 like right here, right? So you have like 2 more seconds, which is all you need to like kill that creep wave. And then this wave doesn't walk down this lane and meet here. And instead this wave meets this next wave right outside this tower. It's right happening mid. They're still separated. Ursa's still dead. Coddle's jungling, so Dire's just not on the same page anymore. What is happening? Omni slash up soon? Ooh, the Lycan's gonna get away. Wow, that is lucky. Necro has a lot of gold. I'm very interested to see what he buys, because I don't think it'll be anything that I would expect him to buy. Maybe a Blink. Although the fact that you can be Necro and get away with these items in this game is crazy to me. Jug actually has items, Mjolnir Basher, so this 7k lead is not as big as it was 10 minutes ago. This Radiant is kind of in this game now. Hoodwinks going the Atos. That would be kind of good. A little more lockdown would be nice. Where is the Wind Ranger? He's got a Blink. I like that. This is kind of how you play the support Wind Ranger. He's queued up a Wraith Pact, which I like. I think Necro could have bought that. Or he could have bought it. What did he buy? Good lord. He's going Aghanims. You know, I wouldn't have thought to go Ags here. But considering they don't have a Nullifier, it's kind of good. Ursa should probably pick up a Nullifier. Or Lycan. Lycan likes it. Oh, Lycan has a Nullifier. Okay, this Ags... not good. Nullifier nullifies it. If you know what I mean. This is a good move by Dire, like showing Ursa bottom and like posturing here and like getting this ward down, I think is good. But Radiant is... we can play the aggressive jungle. Saw the Ursa walking down the lane and assumed his team was near him, which they were. Why is this guy not Midasing? What? Is he like saving this to just... Midas Lycan creeps or something? Like, I don't understand. Use your Midas, bro. The uptime on this guy's Midas is, like, not good. Oh my god. Midas anything. Holy moly. I don't know who this Boosh guy is, but if he watches this cast, I apologize for flaming you so much, dude. If I wasn't a Necro player, I probably wouldn't, but I play Necro, so it's just very hard to work. Midas something. You can't Midas as ancient creep. Oh god. Midas anything, dude. So only 4k lead now for the Dire. And that's without this Midas being used. So Dire's just been not farming a whole lot. Jug's catching up. This Lycan's got his Nullifier. Still hit creeps. It's a bearing. That's interesting. I don't know why you need to upgrade that. Maybe he had used all of his charges? You don't really need the Tranquil Boots on Lycan, obviously. So Radiant's going for a smoke play. I kind of like this. Like, they've basically decided, like, hey, like, they're obviously afraid of us. Like, maybe we don't need to be afraid of them. Ooh. So they find the Lycan? No follow-up damage. Where's the ult from Necro? Oh, this guy did Midas something. I'm not sure what. Okay, the Necro W is out. Omni Slash is out. Nice. Very nice. Where's his team? Coddle's like zoning the rest of the team away? I don't really understand what's happening here. This team kind of left Jug out to dry, which I don't think was necessary. Okay, they are going to get the Coddle, but Jug dies. I don't think that Radiant needed to let the Jug die there. They seem to be very afraid of the Coddle, which didn't... I don't think they needed to be. Okay, so the Radiant ends up winning that fight. Very nice. Important to get mid lane pushed out here. None of these heroes hit high ground, so you're not looking to go high ground, even though there's 4 heroes dead on the enemy team. You just need to fix all your lanes, so... I really like fixing this. I really like this guy TPing here and pushing this out. I really hate that he's walking away from a creep wave right in front of him. To go jungle, what are you doing, dude? There's a creep wave right in front of you. And now he walks back to it. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Prioritize the lanes, please. Especially the ones right in front of you. Does this guy got a minus? This guy's got some, like, 5-head Midas strategy that he's doing, and I think it's really dumb. Just minus the creeps in front of you, dude. Like, the only thing you're stealing is, like, a Lycan Wolf, because this guy's Helm of Overlording Ancient Creeps. Yeah, he minused a Wolf there. You don't need to save it for the Wolves, dude. Like, Jesus, somebody explain to this guy why, mathematically, why it's bad to have your minus off cooldown. I don't think pushing this tower does anything here. I think it's really dumb. If Dire was coordinated, they could just like fight them here, and with their heroes respawning, and like Jug won't be able to be here when they're respawning. If Dire was more coordinated, they could have punished that. It, like, didn't make any sense what Radiant was doing there. These are the kind of like small opportunities that lower MMR players don't take. Okay, but they're gonna catch him out here, and they know Jug's not here. This Jug TP'd bottom. Wow. See, if they had taken this outpost and the Jug had TP'd up here, this would be different. But this Jug TP'd bottom, I think. I don't even know where he TP'd to, because his lane's out here. He, like, used his TP when he respawned. On something. Doesn't make any sense to me. And now a free Roche. So that was a huge throw by Radiant. Like, a huge throw. Like, Radiant should have thought, like, Roche is respawning, and they needed to group together, and Jug needed to, like, TP here, if anything, and, like, run straight to, like, the important thing on the map. So now they lose Roche. I would say they're basically behind again now. Although, who knows, maybe psychological damage is too much, and Dire will crumble. This Ogre has travels? What are these items? Call's gonna pick up an Axe very soon. It's pretty dope. And Lycan's getting a BKB. I think that's good. What a concept. No, even Call if we get a BKB, honestly. Okay, so Jug blinks in. DK no shard, by the way. Ooh, gets his ult off! He's gonna die, though. Yeah, and no backup. That was a throw. Like, to blink in there while 3 heroes on your team are dead? What are you doing, dude? You're the carry. Does he have buy? He does have buyback, but, you know, that's, you don't want to, like, basically guarantee to yourself that you're going to have to use the buyback now. Okay, so DK blinks in. Doesn't stun anybody. Interesting. Rubik saves the Lycan. That was pretty nice. Is Necro going to ult anybody? Oh! It's going to ult a Coddle with the Lincolns. Yeah, I think this is the game here. Oh! Uh-oh, Jug. You're out pretty deep. Yeah. Oh, that was a little painful to watch. Mostly because I was very confused about Necro's items. If he had gone this Wraith Pact and had the Wraith Pact, that would have been really nice. Double minus was a little greedy. There's a couple times where Jug died where it's like, what is he doing? But yeah, that was just kind of a throw here, this fight, and then Jug, like, not running straight to this area. That was a big throw. Like, this game was, like, in Radiant's, like, hands, and all of a sudden, you know, obviously they've lost the game now, but 29k deficit happens that fast if you throw, I guess. It seemed like that. Alright, that was game 1. Those are kind of my thoughts on it. I will see you in game 2.